76ers off. All right, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. There we go. All right, we're here. Andrew, what's going on? Philadelphia 76ers winning tonight. You are probably correct. You're probably correct in that assumption. We do not truly expect the Hornets to win tonight. We're hopeful. I'm hopeful that they'll win. Joe Embiid. We have nobody that can stop Joe Embiid. You know, the only thing we can hope to do is deny him the ball, and hope somebody else hurts us. But who else in the NBA denies him the ball when he's playing? Nobody. And he's going to get the ball regardless. And then once he gets the ball, you know, it's a bucket. So if the Hornets can do anything about him, we'll have a better chance. The Hornets have beat the 76ers once this year, but 76ers are definitely in playoff mode. All right, Kelly Oubre picks up his dribble, gets it back to Rozier. Now Kelly drives. He has fouled on the play, on the way to the basket.
Paid the price. And he'll go to the free throw line. Let's check it with Ashley.
And you mentioned Embiid being on a roll at the free throw line, but that's kind of been his whole game. I talked to head coach Doc Rivers. He said that's what's been key for him as of late, just being a rhythm.
We'll see how well I can keep the score, keep my scoreboard relevant, or on updated. Updated. There's your word. Joel Embiid is he is unreal. He's got, I mean, he can do everything with his size. That's just unstoppable. A skilled big man that can dribble, that can shoot the outside shot, play defense. Look, got the little short jumper. That's automatic. Like, what do you do? If you don't double team him, he's going to eat us alive. So the Hornets, I hope they see that they can't stop him by themselves. They can't stop him one-on-one, so maybe they'll start double teaming and make somebody else try to beat us. Joel Embiid with the ball beyond the three-point line. Now he spins, kicks it back out. It is thrown into the backcourt. See, that's the only thing Carolina's going to be able to do. Which, if it works, it works. Get it out of Joel Embiid's hand, make somebody else hurt you or beat you.
One of the good guys in the league.
I wish I had him on my basketball team that I root for. Hey, you're not the only one. Terry Rozier with the jumper. Like I said, Hornets hanging in there right now. The score is 25-25. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Let's see if the Hornets can score 30 points. Almost a turnover. Joel Embiid gets it, kicks it. Step back three. Comes out. Kai Jones with the rebound. Hornets 21 seconds to shoot. Terry Rozier weaves his way through. Oh, nice alley-oop. Nice alley-oop from Terry. I'm having a dumb attack. I can't remember the guy's name who just slammed that ball right there. Oubre. Nice alley-oop from Terry to Oubre. And the Hornets take the lead by 2. Joel Embiid with the ball. Maxey, long three is good. Maxey can shoot the ball. 41% from behind the arc. Good gracious, that's outstanding. Terry Rozier doing the dribbling and hits it. Terry scoring pretty decent in the first half. 1 point lead by the Hornets, 54 seconds left. Joel Embiid now with the ball. Kai Jones guarding him. The back door does not go. Hornets, what are they going to do? Are they make the right decision? Oh, Kelly Oubre with the hesitation. No foul call. Joel Embiid with the block. Joel Embiid kicks it. Now the 76ers swing it. And that was a quick shot. The Hornets will walk it up the court. possibility to go up 4. 16 seconds on the shot clock. So there's going to be about 2.5 seconds left to shoot. By the time the Hornets let the ball go, Terry Rozier, step back 3, off the mark. Philly has 2 seconds to shoot it. Maxey for 3 and banks it in. Of course. That's how it goes. And Philly gets out of the first quarter up by 2. With all those chances, the Hornets had the score there. We just couldn't do it, and then Philly comes down and gets a half-court shot to end it, to end the quarter. But that's how it goes. And so we got another timeout. Andrew, what have you decided on college there, guy? I honestly was just thinking about you asking earlier this year about A&T and I think a couple of other colleges, maybe even North Carolina Central. And the reason why I was thinking about A&T and that was because a lot of people, when they hear an option to go to A&T, they always talk about or say something like, yeah, A&T is a party school. And dude, I went to A&T in the 80s. And honestly, I'm still trying to find the party. I'm trying to find that part that they say that they're trying to describe A&T as being a party school. Every school has parties. You know what I'm saying? When I think of party school, I think of a school where you can go every night and find a party. You know what? You couldn't do that on A&T's campus. Not back then, not now. My daughter's just graduated, like the youngest one, going on 2 years ago. And there was no such thing as a party every night. Come on now. Who has that? Who has that type of money? Who has that time? Now I know some campuses where you can find a party every night. Exactly, right down in maybe in Charlotte, down in Durham. You know, all the schools down there, all the big schools, you know, but they say A&T's, I know why they say A&T's party schools because it's an HBCU, but that could be further from the truth. Yeah, we had some times where we party. Yeah, we have Jiho. That's on the weekend. Everybody's partying, and that's homecoming. Every now and then there's a party. There was a party on campus on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? And it was not every day. It was either going to be Friday or Saturday. That was it. That's not what I call a party school. Party school to me is once I get out of class, I can go to somebody's room and they're throwing a party. They're partying. There's somewhere to party on campus. No, not at A&T. All right, we're back. Oubre misses the bank shot. James Harden, screen set. James Harden's still dribbling, trying to find someone to pass to. Nobody's moving. James Harden still shoots it. Long 3. Hits nothing. Rebound. Dennis Smith Jr. He gets it to... Oh, come on. Let's go. Take a good shot. Can we get the ball inside some? Dennis Smith throws it up to P.J. Washington, who took the last shot, missed it. Now it's tied up. What's up, Love Is? I didn't mean to ignore you there. Harden gets Dennis Smith Jr. in the air in the old school. Draws a foul. I'm just wondering how long the Hornets will hang into this one, hang in here until Philly starts to really pull away. For those who don't keep up with the Hornets, LaMelo Ball is out for the season with a fractured ankle. Happened about 5 maybe even 6 games ago. So the Hornets are without him the rest of the season. Dennis Smith Jr. drives, and it's almost a turnover. 4 seconds to shoot. Kelly Oubre all the way to the basket. It is going to be a foul. I thought maybe it might be a goaltend. And that was on Reed. Reed is calling for the review, but I don't think it's going to be. Oh yeah, that's a foul. Four people in the chat. Thank you guys for being here. I'm trying to get 10 likes tonight. Hit that like button. I know it's going to be a struggle. It usually is on Friday nights. Kelly Oubre shooting 97% from the free throw line. The last 6 games, I think they said. Steps up to the free throw line and hits the first.
Dennis Smith Jr. is being looked at. The blood. The trouble is when you see it traded with a glove.
Trying to keep things updated tonight. It's going to be some work. It's going to be some work until I get my streaming deck, which I am going to get with the help of everyone here who watches the streams. Eventually, I'm going to build up enough revenue to get a streaming deck. Then putting in or updating the numbers will be a lot easier. So it's a 1-point game right now. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, guys. Go check it out. Dennis Smith Jr. spin move. Finds Kelly Oubre under the basket. And Kelly Oubre goes up. He's fouled on the play. 10 minutes and 10 seconds left in the second quarter. He's fouled by James Harden. So the Hornets take the lead. Kelly Oubre has a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play, and he misses. Philly comes down with a quick shot.
Sixers have 5 as a team.
All right, so Embiid. Kelly Oubre picks up the dribble. He finds P.J. Washington. P.J. with the spin move. Oh! Looked like a nice pass, but Hornets get it back. Dennis misses and fouls his shot, but it's out on Philly. Still going to be Hornets ball. Nice little action going on there. James Harden is beside himself. He's number 1. Kelly Oubre comes off, and he's blocked. Went a little bit soft at the basket, I thought. Philly, that's Tobias, takes a quick 3, and he scores. Tobias Harris, and Philly goes back up by 2. Dennis Smith Jr. dribbling the ball, finds P.J. Washington. P.J. Washington crossover, step back. The jumper is off the mark.
Step back off the wrong leg. Normally you leave that short.
Reed out there in the place of Joel Embiid, who's taking a break. Next day, Bob will go over scores. Testing, testing.
Dennis matched up on Harden. Dennis faced him quite a bit early in his career. Dennis was with the Mavericks.
Tobias Harris goes up. Misses this time. Dennis Smith Jr. comes out, picks up his dribble, finds McGowan in the corner. P.J. Washington to the basket. Nice little jumper is good. That little runner hook shot. Harden all the way to the basket. And Reed stays with it, tips it in. All right, I've got everybody that's on the court for Philly except for one guy. Number 8. Who's number 8?
Lost in the second round of the playoffs. 6-game series against Miami.
Dennis Smith Jr. with the ball, 8 minutes and 10 seconds, picks up his dribble, finds McGowan. McGowan drives to the basket. Left hand layup is good, and he's fouled on the play by the young man I don't know. Who is this? Number 18? I didn't think you could have number 18 in the pros. That's definitely a foul.
On the right side, they're able to control the basketball. Let's wait room work.
Hornets take another lead by 1.
Embiid played the entire first quarter. Haven't seen him here in the first 4 minutes of our second quarter.
Harris, Tobias Harris, finds Harding. And Melton? Melton is number 8.
Take a gamble that doesn't pay off. Sixers are too good at moving the ball and shooting the ball.
And the Sixers now with 42 points. They take the lead back. Kelly misses the 3. James Harden slows it up. Looking to set up the offense. Jumper no good. Rebound Kai Jones. Hornets can take the lead. Dennis Smith Jr. left hand layup is blocked. Tobias. Oh, the ball is deflected, but Philly still has it. And James Harden misses the jumper, but Tobias Harris gets the rebound. Still a mad scramble for it. P.J. Washington, the wrong person to be dribbling. But he goes all the way to the basket, misses, gets his rebound, and now he's fouled on the play. Finally.
In the association tonight,
so we have another timeout. You learn with Roberts. What's going on, man? Ain't seen you in a while. What's going on with you? Nothing over here. Just a little Hornets basketball tonight. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Trying to get 10 likes on this stream. You know, a little something. Yeah, something slight. I can't complain at all. Love to. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Trying to do a little something. Trying to get things. Trying to change things and make it more interesting. Or a little interesting. So the next thing I'm going to do is get me a streaming deck. So all the little gadgets and things you see on the screen can be done a little easier. Maybe I can have some sound effects going for you guys, or something like that. All right, we got a timeout on the court.
That's not a phone in your pocket. It's a beeline to Bojangles' famous chicken and biscuits. Because with the Bojangles app.
And so with this timeout, let's take a look at the box scores. All right, for the 76ers, P.J. Tucker. P.J. Tucker has not scored, of course. That's not what he does. He gets rebound, plays defense. Tobias Harris has 8 points. Embiid, 12 points, played the whole first quarter and has not played any in the second quarter, taking a break. Maxey has 6 points. James Harden has 9. And off the bench, Nang, Reed, both have 2. And Melton has a 3-point basket. For the Charlotte Hornets, P.J. Washington, 6 points. Gordon Hayward has 4, only played 8 minutes so far. Nick Richards played 6 and could not handle Embiid and promptly got taken out. Terry Rozier and Kelly Oubre both have 10 points. Kai Jones, 2 points with 11 minutes. Thor has 5 points and McGowan has a 3. And there you go. We're in Charlotte tonight. We got about 11 more games. I'm trying to figure out which of those 11 games I'm going to go to. Yeah. It is OBS. OBS Studios.
Set for the first 5 minutes and 14 seconds of our second quarter. One more free throw, and BJ can tie this ball game.
I also got to do some more research on OBS. Find out the different things I can do with it. I started out with StreamYard. StreamYard's okay. It's good to start off with. Well, it depends on what type of stream you're doing. But OBS has a lot more features to it. All right, Embiid back into the game. Anthony Melton shot that one and made it another three. He was acting like he didn't want it, but he eventually had to shoot it. So Philly goes up by 4. Hornets need to keep scoring. Terry Rozier back in the game. Had a pretty good scoring first quarter. Like I said, with 10 points. Dennis Smith Jr. with the floater. Hornets staying attached to Philly. 45-43 is the score. They get the ball down to Embiid. He's so far under the basket that it just looked like there was no defense at all. He just lays it in backwards over the rim. Another floater by PJ. This time it's blocked by Embiid. Melton. Layup. No good, but it's tapped in by number 18. All right, Philly creating a little space. Kai Jones step back. All right, he might as well gave that out to a guard and let a guard shoot that. Nice defense by McGowan's. He blocks James Harden, and it goes to the Hornets. Let's see, 49 is the score. 49-43 is the score. McGowan's had a three, turned it down, decided to drive, throws it high off the glass and banks it in. And the Hornets will not go away. 45-49 is the score. Joe Embiid now backing this guy down. Pass it out to Melton. Now he's been double teamed, steps through, and the little hook shot is there. What can we do about it? Can't do anything about it. 4 minutes on the clock. McGowan swings it. They get it to PJ. PJ shoots over Embiid. No good. PJ being aggressive, but not finishing. Maxey is fouled by McGowan, and he goes to the line. Now it looks like the Philadelphia 76ers are starting to create some space between them and the Hornets. But if the Hornets can just keep scoring here, they may be okay at least until halftime, after halftime. Kelly Oubre comes back into the game. Maxey steps up and hits his first free throw.
So much delicious crisp in every bite. Order now for just $12.99.
Maxey's made 27 in a row.
Maxey hits both of his free throws.
Big number.
It is a big number. You think Harden
might be the biggest lead for Philly. Gordon Hayward back into the game also. skip pass is picked off by Tobias Harris. He gets it to the beard. James Harden slows things up. Gets it Embiid. Now back to James Harden. Now they want to set up the pick and roll. They pick it. They roll it. Embiid takes 2 steps from the 3-point line and slams it through. Nobody there to stop it. Just such an easy pick and roll. Just makes me wonder why we can't do it. Look, what are you doing, Nick? Nick Richards just got put back in there after being abused by Joel Embiid, and the first thing you do is go with the pick. You go with the screen and leave the top scorer open. Come on now. Come on, I'll be like, hey, look, I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you a little fake help, but I'm not going to let Embiid just keep scoring. That was just a little jump, a pick and roll. Embiid, James Harden came down, slowed it down, gave it to Embiid. Embiid gave it right back to us. All right, we want to pick and roll. Got you, pick and roll. Set the pick. James Harden goes around left side. Embiid rolls. Both of the defenders go with James Harden. Like, come on now. Come on now. Whoever's guarding James Harden can stay with him. He's a good, skilled shooter and finisher, but it's not like you've got to come off all the way off your man to help. Let him stay with James Harden. And hey, and maybe the guy on the right side of the defense outside can help out. And then if James Harden has to kick it out, maybe we'll be able to cover. But don't follow as a big man. Don't follow. And what are you going to do? Double team? You're helping out, but don't leave Embiid open. Good gracious. 2 steps from the free throw from beyond the throw line and then dunks it. All right. I'm still a little upset with the situation with the Ball brothers. Is there a new situation, or are you talking about Melo and Jello, or that it's kind of, well, it's interesting. Well, they're both injured. I'm talking the older Ball brother for the Chicago Bulls. He's going to be out the rest of the year, and they just said he's just went through another surgery on his knee. Yeah. So, are the Bulls? You think the Bulls are going to get rid of him, or? Because I read a little bit about that yesterday, not a whole lot. I just know they were saying he had another surgery. What, the third in the last 2 months? Like that might, I mean, who knows? He may not be, come on, Hornets, what is that? May not be able to recover from that, you know? All right, Terry Rozier and the Hornets bring the ball back down. Looks like they had a nice little fast break, and I think it was foiled. I'm speaking about the whole situation, even with the brothers and the G brother and Jimmy. Yeah. How do you feel about their father saying they should all be on the same team? Hey, we'll never see how good those guys can get if they never get to play with each other. I mean, I think he got a little married. They played with each other their whole life, but I mean, more than half of the Ball brothers on the floor. I don't think it'll ever happen, but that was Maxey. Hornets playing pretty good defense, but now Embiid gets his step back. Jumper is good. Man, he cannot be stopped tonight. Quick shot by Terry Rozier. And this is what I'm talking about with the Hornets. Like, oh, that's backcourt. Come on, ref, that's backcourt. And Embiid shoots another one and scores. I guess just give the ball to Embiid. The Hornets get it back to PJ. Now they find Oubre. Quick three is off. Nick Richards can't hang on to it. It's out of bounds to Philly. And now Philly is beginning. Yeah, that was backcourt. Philly now just scoring at will. 61-47. It's kind of upsetting that the Hornets would stay in it like they have, and then right here at the end of the second quarter just fall away. Gordon scores 49-61 with a minute and 38 seconds left. The whole situation even. Tobias Harris comes down and scores again for the 76ers. 64-49. P.J. Washington gets it to Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward gets into the paint, kicks it. P.J. hits a three. 1 minute, 7 seconds on the clock. Yeah, those ball boys, they're all, you know, I congratulate their dad for working with them and maybe setting a plan for these guys to be independently wealthy, you know, whether they made it to the pros or not. And Joel Embiid has got to be like, I cannot remember him missing a shot tonight, maybe one. He's got to have at least 20 some odd points right now. Terry putting on the dribbling expedition. Shoots a hard three, but he makes it. 28 seconds left. Yeah, my hat goes off to Mr. Ball. And I like the boys. I like them a lot better than I did before they, you know, got into the lead. In fact, I really never had a problem with them. Their dad was the one with all the mouth or whatever. Embiid, Skip passes over to PJ Tucker. He turns on three, spin move. Foul not called. Gordon Hayward finds Terry. Terry shoots a three. And he can't connect. But those boys they're already independently, I don't know if you say rich or wealthy. They're well off. I guess take advantage of everything you can take advantage of, you know, especially for Jello. I hate it that it looks like, I mean, at times it looks like he's not getting a fair shake with the Swarm. But I don't know everything there is to know about that. I don't know how well he does in practice. You know, I used to think he didn't hustle, but actually when he gets out there, he really does. He has a good game. Probably has the better shot between all three of them, the Ball brothers. It just, I don't know if his ball handling skills are good enough. Listen, I think he can handle himself out there, but you know, the way teams are going to look at him is like maybe he's not a good enough ball handler to be a point guard. And then his height, you know, doesn't really make him a power forward. So Jello is just right in the middle type stuff. And he doesn't have to be a point guard. But he's definitely gonna be a shooting guard. And whenever I see him play in with the Swarm, yeah, all they got him doing is on offense is coming down and get into the corners. And if they kick it out to him, he's going to light it up. And you learn with Robert, I might be completely off from what you're talking about, but if you want to explain to me exactly in a little bit more detail, uh, what's got you a little upset? I'm not any professional about any of it, but I would like to hear it. All right, so we got a timeout. Not even a timeout. It is the end of the second quarter, so it is halftime. So we're going to go ahead and put third quarter up here. Not 33. Third. Shoot. All right, here we go. Box scores. What is going on? What are you doing, coach?
From what I see, I like the way he's coming down early offense, looking for the pick and roll.
They told the other brother he was going to play with his brother. Yeah. If they did tell him that is kind of messed up. But I mean, just to give him hope that he might play with them. I don't know. That might be just as bad. But I think I don't. I can't really say that he's giving. He put it this way: he's not getting a whole lot of playing time with the Swarm. So if that's the case, which it is, he's not going to ever see the floor. Definitely not with the Hornets. I will say, whether it was Melo that had anything to do with it, whatever, at least he got a chance, a shot, and then who knows when the Hornets let him go, whenever that is, maybe another team might look at him and say, hey, we could do something with him as a shooter. So maybe he'll get traded, if that's what you call it, from the G League, in the G League, traded to another G League team or whatever. Maybe he'll have an opportunity. I don't know. Like his dad said, he because of what happened to him in college, he's got to take his time. He's got to do whatever he's got to do and play the game until he gets his shot. So I think they're holding his. Yeah, you can't help but think that has a little bit to do with it too. Can't help it but think that. And I don't know how he overcomes that. I don't know if he ever could overcome it, in the league. So I think the worst thing they did was the first year when he when he got a chance with when they brought him to the Pistons. When they brought him to the Pistons, I have no idea why they even did what they did with that. Like, you never saw him in any game. They never gave him a shot at all. It was just in a uniform. I mean, I don't. Was it a PR stunt? I don't know, but or just to bring some attention to the Pistons. But I think that was a lot worse than what the Hornets have done. At least he's on the team. This is the second year he's on the Swarm team. I never thought that he would ever get out and be able to play with actually on the Hornets roster. Technically he did at the beginning of the year. He actually got some playing time. Before they ultimately decided he would be on the G League team, but he did get a couple of minutes, a few minutes. Um, Never to play with his brother though, but next year will be the interesting year. Will they bring him back? Will he even want to come back? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what Dad's gonna do with him. And during the off season last year, he had him playing in the Drew League as a guard, as the point guard. I guess he figured, hey, I'll make Melo play. Jello play point guard, and everybody will see that he's a ball handler too. I don't know how well that worked for him, but I don't know. But that's going to be interesting. And then what's going to be really interesting is if the Hornets. I think LaMelo, regardless to what the Hornets decide to give him after next year, I think he's out of here. Especially if they can't find the right mix or players to play beside him, to play with him, and he sees that, especially if we turn out to do what we did this year, and the last 2 years, the 2 years before that, hey, I think LaMelo tries to get somewhere close to home. Lakers, Clippers, Golden State. That's what I think. But that's just me. Trying to use LaMelo brother as I mean, definitely. Him being on the Swarm, they could say, hey, that's another incentive, stay here, then Jello gets to stay, and he may have a shot to come up or whatever. Maybe it's in their. You never know what people get put in their contract. Maybe he says, hey, only way I stay is if Jello gets called up for at least 10 games, and he has a legitimate shot to play. Hey, they got 80 games. Jello's got to get called up for at least 15 games before I stay and sign his contract. I don't see him going to the Clippers if Westbrook is there. Right. Yeah, I hadn't really even thought about the players is there. And that's a good point. But I'm just thinking he would rather get back home or somewhere close. Melo's a flashy guy. He could stunt in Charlotte a little bit. But going back home, to Cali, I think that's where he'll really come out. He'll probably get more deals too out there, and probably like more chances to be in movies and stuff like that. Something he can use after his playing days are over. He's already taking advantage of a few commercials, but yeah, I think he wants to be back there. All right, before they get back here, before we get started back, let's just look at the top scorers for Philly. Top scorers: Tobias Harris with 13 and Joel Embiid 24. Can we stop this guy? 19 minutes, 24 points. He's not missing anything. What is he? He's 10 for 14. Man, it feels like he hasn't missed anything. 10 for 14. Heck, he'll end up having 40 points on us. And that's what superstars do against the Hornets anyway. For the Hornets, top scorer is Terry Rozier, who, since I read it, has only scored twice. Came out shooting the ball pretty nice, but has only scored twice since then. P.J. Washington, I think, had 6 points the last time I went over this. Has scored 10. So the Hornets have gone a little bit dry there, and the Philadelphia 76ers have pulled away from the Hornets, but they still got a chance. We'll see what happens when they come back out. But the Hornets are playing usual ball. All right, team stats. Yeah, they're playing their usual ball. Team stats. The Hornets are actually shooting 41% from the field, but Philly's shooting 51. 3-point shooting. Philly 41. They're 7 of 14. The Hornets are 4 of 17. 23.5%. Free throws. Philly 90%. They're 9 of 10. The Hornets are 12 of 15. Rebounding. Philly out-rebound the Hornets by 10. There's your assist right there. Philly leading by 1. Turnovers. Philly has 6 turnovers to the Hornets 4 turnovers. That's a good stat right there. And the 76ers have their biggest lead at 15. All right. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen, I will be right back. Gonna take a little break. Come on back and let's finish this game out with me. All right, we're back, and the 76ers have come out 4 straight points right there. Joel Embiid has 4 points right off the bat. Hornets, 54 points. P.J. Washington from the corner goes in and out. Lead pass to James Harden. Philly score right here, and Hornets are going to have to get a timeout. Tobias Harris tightrope walks the baseline, and they find James Harden. He's fouled on the play. Philadelphia 76ers 6 points away from their name. Harden at the line hits the first one. And he hits both. Hornets actually have 54 points. Another miss for the Hornets. Tobias Harris brings it down, goes behind his back. Now he goes to the basket. Tries to slam. He's fouled on the play. Nick Richards, 4 fouls tonight. Will not be in the game much longer.
That's his job. He's got to protect the rim and see a point at Embiid. Like, here he comes, but I've got to go over and try to stop the ball.
Told you that the Sixers are
76ers continue to pull away. 54-73, 19-point lead. Like I said, I was wondering how long the Hornets were going to be able to stick with them. And Harris misses the second.
Wow. I mean, that makes it almost impossible to guard with the guys they have on the floor. And then you combine that with
Hornets moving the ball around. Now Terry has it. Tries to get it back to PJ. Overthrows him. Harris. Dunk at the other end. And coach says, hey, let's call a timeout. So Philadelphia has come out, and if I'm not mistaken, the Hornets have not scored since halftime.
How does Mint Mobile afford to give you premium wireless for just $15 a month? It's because we sublet our ads.
This is now a Jack in the Box commercial, and this is the new Mint Mobile Shake. That's right, we even sublet their name.
Really are these?
If that is the case, I think it's a 9-0 run. And we have a timeout on the court. All right, thank you everybody for being here, for hanging out with me. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm Coach Gary. This is G Daddy Media. Tonight we've got the Charlotte Hornets versus 76ers versus the Charlotte Hornets. We're in Charlotte, North Carolina tonight. You're watching me by way of Asheboro, North Carolina. Golden State playing Atlanta. They are trailing Atlanta 58-63 now. Washington Wizards trailing Cleveland 35-52. Minnesota in front of Chicago 22-20. New Orleans in front of Houston 26-14. Memphis is trailing San Antonio 17-20 at this point. Now let's see if there's anything going on interesting in the NCAA. If I'm not mistaken, this can't be men. Oh, that's Drake, not Duke. All right, it's like GCU trailing Gonzaga by 4 at halftime. Drake and Miami just began. Miami leading by 2. Kennesaw goes down to Xavier, 67-72. VCU. Oh, VCU got beat by SMC. Wow. I don't know how big of a game that was, but VCU's up. Connecticut dust off Iona. Florida Atlanta yet to play Memphis. That should be a good one.
Philadelphia is playing with some urgency right now. They've got a game tomorrow in Indianapolis. They would like to settle this one. Embiid, the first miss for Philadelphia.
All right, so we are back to live action. And the Hornets still have not scored yet. Maxey is fouled on the play. It's just you feel for the Hornets, and this is how it usually happens for the Hornets. They come out, they can stay with the team for a little bit, and then it's just like the other team just goes on an offensive onslaught. And the Hornets just can't score. It is now 77-54. P.J. Washington drives into the paint, tries to kick this one out. He is going to be fouled by P.J. Tucker. But it is going to be on the floor. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, in the third quarter, 8 minutes and 19 seconds, it is probably safe to say that the Hornets will not be able to come back from this. Maybe they could stay connected to Philly. They would have a shot. Terry Rozier finally scores. Finally scores for the Hornets. Give it up, son. Ooh, okay. Usually that does not turn out right good for Kai Jones, but this time Kai Jones goes the length of the court after the rebound, slams it through. Hornets finally with 4 points. Since halftime, there's 7 minutes and 39 seconds left in the third. James Harden. Screen set by Embiid. Embiid sets another screen. Hands it to Embiid at the elbow. Shot goes in as usual. And coach is like, come on, guys. This guy right, he's scoring all the points. Why would we leave him? And I gotta say, I can't understand it either, coach. I cannot understand it. How do you leave? How do you leave this guy? I mean, that is a wide open, that's an uncontested shot. And Joel Embiid hits him every time. So how do you leave him after he sets the screen? If he sets the screen and rolls off, then gosh darn it, I'm rolling off too. Hey, look, I'm sorry, my guy, but you're going to have to stay with this guy because Joel Embiid has, how many points does he have now? 28? Maybe even 30 points. Every time I take a step off of him and he gets the ball, he hits that short jumper. He has 30 points now.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare.
You know what I'm saying? Let's focus on stopping him. You know, if you let James Harden get to the basket a couple of times, let's say it is a contested shot, maybe he'll miss it. But Joel Embiid is hitting every shot, so I'm not going to leave him. You know, if he sets that screen, you go under the screen. Don't go behind it. Go under the screen. Stay with them. Hopefully, we've got another guy that's going to be on James Harden's left. If that's the way he's going, he could help out and then make James kick it like I said a few minutes ago, then maybe he can recover, but that'll be a harder shot to hit. That long shot, all right? Because and again, Philly's shooting the ball well. They're shooting the three-pointer better than the Hornets, but they're 7 of 17, 41%. Hey, make them shoot out there. Make them shoot out there instead of just killing us in the paint. Killing us in the paint. And not necessarily just killing us in the paint. The same guy, Joel Embiid. I mean, make it hard for him. Points in the paint, 42 points. 42 points in the paint. And they all haven't been back down shots. They're just a little elbow jumpers. Just, come on now. Yeah. Scoring at will. Scoring at will. Hey, it's in the news. Michael Jordan is looking to sell the majority stock in the Hornets. All right, a turnover by the Hornets. Throw up. Joel Embiid misses, but a foul is called. I said throw up, but I mean a toss up. Harden tried to throw an alley-oop to Embiid. It was actually a good pass. It got there, but Terry Rozier actually trips up Embiid. So Embiid will be on the line. I guess it's going to be points 31 and 32. Oh, he misses. Yeah, Michael Jordan is is tired of being responsible of this. He's going to give his much. He's not going to give it all now. He'll still be a minor stakeholder, but he wants to give up majority. Gordon Hayward with the jumper. That's off. Embiid with the rebound. Hands it to James Harden. Now he gives that to Tobias Harris. So they are devising a play. Screen set. Ball back in Harden's hand. Harris goes around down to the baseline. Now it's one-on-one. Kai Jones against the Beard. And the Beard misses. And I don't know what the heck PJ was doing. Tips the ball out. Another rebound. Skip pass to Maxey. He misses another rebound. Embiid. And Embiid says enough of this. I don't know why the Hornets tipped that one out. Come on, Steve. Let's go. What are you mad about? We didn't box out. They just out-rebounded us. Let's see. Oh, come on. You can't call that. It's just not a strong box out. It's not a strong box out, coach. You can't get that upset about it. Let's go. That's really not a... I mean, he might have held him, but he didn't push him. It's just not aggressive boxing out. All right. 82-58. Terry Rozier finds P.J. Washington. Gordon Hayward fakes the three. He's fouled. On the floor, though. I mean, regardless. Ooh, clean shirt. What are you doing? Oh, it's St. Patrick's Day. I'm sorry, guys. I'll take that back. 58-82. The Hornets just can't score. We've scored 4 points since the second half, since the third quarter began. Terry Rozier picks up his dribble. Finds Dennis Smith Jr. Back to Terry. Terry kicks it back to Dennis Smith. And there's a shot clock violation on the Hornets.
Dennis Smith Jr., Terry Rozier in the backcourt. Gordon Hayward, JT Thor, and Kai Jones. Sixers still haven't broken.
Hey, Hornets gonna have to. They're gonna have to put a few shots in the basket. This might be a record. Could be a record low. 4 points in a quarter. Oh my gosh. Tobias Harris gave up a layup. Terry Rozier with the rebound. They find Kai Jones. And Embiid blocks it. Maxey out of control a little bit. Now the Hornets have it. 3 passes. Terry Rozier misses. Kai Jones working hard. He's fouled on the play.
Side out of bounds, though. Not in the act of shooting.
Embiid with the clean block.
That was as clean as possible.
Thank goodness there's padding on the basketball standards. Hornets get the ball back, 82-58. 4 points since the third quarter began. Dennis Smith Jr., he's walled off. Kai Jones gets it. Banks it off the backboard. It's good. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. It is 60-82. 22-point lead. James Harden brings it down on the right side. Being guarded by Dennis Smith Jr. Now they switch. He has the smaller man on him, Embiid. Double team. Tobias Harris for the jumper. Misses it. Rebound, Kai Jones. The Hornets bring it up to Terry Rozier. Finds Kai Jones. Kai Jones shoots another basket, scores it. And the Hornets have gone on a mini run. They are only down by 20 now. And the Sixers have to call a timeout. Kai Jones with the last 4 baskets. And the Hornets will not be setting a record for the least amount of points scored in a quarter by the Hornets. Little mini run. They're getting beat like eggs from omelet. Yeah, they really are. They really are. But this is what happens to us. All right, so it's 82 to 62. Man, they got McDaniels. They got what's the other guy's name? I can't remember his name. With the dreads. Here we getting major playing time with the Hornets right now. Hornets got rid of him because, basically because, well, it didn't help that he had those like drug charges this summer. Get past the Maxey for 3. Maxey gets basically all the points back that the Hornets scored there right before the timeout was called. 85-62. Gordon Hayward gets it to Dennis Smith Jr. Dennis Smith Jr. finds Gordon Hayward. Thor. Little short jumper is good. Maxey comes down the side. Skip passes to Embiid. Now they find number 20. I think that was Yang. Hornets with a chance to score right there, but all we do is shoot 3-point shots. Joel Embiid behind the back dribble. He has Thor on him. He gives it up to the Beard for 3. It's off and goes out of bounds to the Hornets.
Changes for both sides.
And when I say the Beard, I mean Harden.
They bring in Melton and Milton. Those two generally seem to be paired together to frustrate me. Shake, Milton, D'Anthony, and Milton. They like Jeremy Lin and Jeremy Lamb when they were together here in the Hornets back in 15-16.
So number 18's name is Milton also.
Wraparound pass. Dennis finds Kai.
Kai Jones double dribbles. Little wraparound pass there from Dennis Smith Jr. to Kai Jones, and Kai Jones being defended by Embiid and decided, hey, let me go back out with it, and ended up double dribbling. Maxey being guarded by Thor finds Embiid. Embiid fakes, and they, oh my gosh, they are going to call. Let me see it. I mean, it didn't look like a foul from what I saw, but he probably got him. He did touch him. He did touch him. Embiid baited him in it. Jumper is good by Embiid, and a chance for a three-point play. Wow.
36 points, 12 rebounds, 5
Dang, they keep him. He'll score 50 points on us.
is in the driver's seat for MVP.
I do.
Terry Rozier. Screen set by Oubre. Oubre gets the ball, goes to the basket. Foul's called. Kelly Oubre on the line though.
Embiid comes out of the game right now. See Paul Reed on the scores table. Kelly 6 for 8 at the line, 10 points in 25 minutes. More Hornets basketball after a quick message from Sharon View Federal Credit Union.
Thought maybe Embiid would come out of the game, but it looks like he's going to stay in there.
Drives us. We are Sharon View. And with us, it's personal.
So Paul Reed's at the scores table, but he's not going to come in.
Kelly Oubre's hit the first free throw and misses the second one. Man, I get, boy, you can't say anything positive about guys in free throws or they will start missing it. Because Collins said something about Kelly Oubre was 97% from the field from the free throw line, and he's missed 2 tonight. And another score by Embiid. A nice little jumper in the lane. Dennis Smith Jr. for 3. He's not an outside shooter. Maxey brings the ball down with 1 minute and 50 seconds on the clock. Step back 3. Oh, rims out. Now Terry Rozier with it. Gets into the paint. And Joel Embiid says, what are you doing? Get that light work out of here, boy. Terry comes off the screen. That shot is no good. And Joel Embiid goes out to applause in the Spectrum Center. And what's going on when the other team is applauding? You got more people in the stands for opposing players. But I guess that's why they're here. Alley-oop from Dennis Smith Jr. to PJ Washington. Maxey brings the ball up the court. Finds Reed to Milton, back to Maxey. Yang sets the screen. Maxey goes to the basket. Right hand layup is good. 49 seconds left in the third. Rozier gives it up. They give it right back to him and say, hey, go do your thing. Dennis Smith Jr. behind the back. Loses the ball. Melton with the rebound. Throws it up the court. Reed. Shot is blocked. Second shot is blocked. But he finally scores. But a travel was called before he puts it into the basket. He actually got his last rebound after 2 blocked shots. But he travels.
Gets the first one. Thor comes over. Doesn't touch the ball. Reed goes up, comes down with it.
You can't say anything good about many things good about the Hornets. There's one thing you can say, and that is they keep fighting until the last second on the clock. Terry Rozier with 10 seconds to shoot. Shoots a 3. It rims out. Melton kicks it out to Yang for 3. He misses everything. All right, so we have come to the end of the third quarter. Thank you guys for being here, especially you. You learned with Robert. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Definitely doesn't look like I want to get 10 likes tonight, but that's okay. Like I said, on a Friday is expected not to have many people in here. And then one day we're going to have a good team here in Charlotte. So when we do go on Fridays, we're going to have people in here. It's going to happen. I don't know when. Probably once Jordan goes ahead and sells the team. All right, box scores. Box scores indicate that Tobias Harris has 18 points and Joel Embiid has 38, 29 minutes of play. Will Joel Embiid get 50 points tonight? We'll see. I think he had 24 at halftime. Now he's got 38. Like I said, every shot he throws up seems to be going in. He is 16 for 21 from the field. James Harden also has 11 points, and Maxey has 13. For the Charlotte Hornets, the high scorer is Terry Rozier with 14. He's only scored twice since halftime. P.J. Washington with 12. Kelly Oubre has 11. Gordon Hayward only 6. All right, it's winning time in Charlotte, North Carolina, even though it seems like an insurmountable task, and it probably is. Like I said, we're playing this is a playoff. It's a playoff ready team right here.
Dennis Smith put pressure all over the ball. Harden not ready for it. Loses his dribble, lost his balance, threw it to Melton, who just gave it up.
Oh, 6 likes. That's not too bad, guys. I might be able to get. It's a possibility that we could get 10 likes tonight. Another outside shot missed by the Hornets.
Some eagle-eyed watchers out there, particularly those from Kansas, Nebraska, are wondering whether or not James Harden has a chance for a quadruple double. Well, he does not. Dubious.
PJ Washington with the ball on the baseline. He comes back out to Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre shoots it, misses. The Hornets just cannot find the basket today.
46 and 22. Didn't start off like a house of fire, but have been playing great defense.
It's going to be a jump ball. Guys, I'm sorry right here. Thought I had this taken care of. '76ers versus Hornets.
Dennis Smith moved quickly. And it stays with Philadelphia.
Yang drives, and it's blocked. But Reed puts it in. Yeah, you really do got to come up with that ball. It's going to be a turnover by the Hornets.
Hornets now with 11 turnovers. That really isn't been that big of a problem. The issue has been
Philly shoots, misses.
49% shooting as a team.
You say slowing down. I say keep it up with it.
Yeah.
Just haven't.
Shot goes up by Dennis Smith Jr. Is short. Melton layup is good.
2023 3-pointers is not going to win you many ball games.
You don't shoot that and make that.
All right, we're back. 98-67. Hornets don't really have a big guy in the paint, so they've got to rely on shooting outside, and we do not have that one guy that can fill it up. And when you don't have that one guy to fill it up, it doesn't matter who's shooting. Ball's not going in the basket.
That's why you've been a head coach for 23 consecutive years. You got to know your players. He knew that Harden was one rebound away from a triple-double. He put him back out there. He got his triple-double. And now Harden won for a wall.
Harden gets a triple-double.
Keep your guys happy when they're playing well. Reward them. They'll continue to play hard for you.
And that's going to be it for him today. Dennis Smith Jr. drives, throws up a wild one. PJ gets it. He's blocked. They get it to Milton. He kicks it in the corner. Three's off the mark. Reed doesn't get the rebound. McAllen comes out of there with it for the Hornets. And he out of control. There's nothing there on the baseline. He dribbles all the way out of bounds to get it to whom? Let's go, baby. Slow down. Just play basketball. James Harden is putting on a clinic. Shows 7 on my end. Hey, I appreciate it. 3 more, I might be able to get the double figures. Milton foul going to the basket. Misses the layup. James Harden with the triple-double. Montrez, that's it. Montrez ain't playing tonight. You know, put him in there now. Montrez will be starting for us now.
I'm sure he's earned the right back. Probably send a message down. Do you want to go in the game? And he played a lot early, but now Reed taking up those minutes. They also have Deadman picked him up after he was go Miami.
Doc Rivers ain't even been out of his seat all game. 167 is the score. Hornets just can't put the ball in the basket. Like I said, no inside game. And when you're not hitting outside, there's another shot by McGowan that doesn't even touch the rim. Philly comes out of there. Milton kicks it. And they say, this is how you shoot. But then they miss it, but Reed gets the rebound. Yang swings it. Another three is good this time.
So Milton at the free throw line just a moment ago. Takes a step back further, straight behind the free throw line, and knocks
103.
Tell you how deep Philadelphia is. Korkmaz. Now in.
Hornets swing it.
At the scores table.
Dennis Smith shoots a three. Can't hit it. Hornets can't get the rebound. Milton comes and said, let's go.
13 points. Now in 16
They step away from him. Between the legs, spin move, finds a cutter, and they get it to Reed, who misses the first but tips it back in. And he's just like a man against boys out there.
Always got to continue to play hard, play organized, and take
Yes,
good
just
shots.
play organized. Exactly. Play organized, take good shots.
That's a good one.
A little too strong for JT. So this is the fourth.
No shooters out there. No scorers.
Feeling really good. They've won 2
And Philly
games on the road.
goes to the basket. The alley-oop is no good. 105-67. 7 minutes and 5 seconds left. P.J. Washington tripped up. Wow, 67.
No excuses, but sometimes you go on the road. You win
The Hornets have scored 13 points since halftime. There's 7 minutes and 3 seconds left in the game.
You take a deep breath, you relax a little bit, you let your guard down. You face some really good teams. You lose your edge a little bit, don't shoot it well. And teams take advantage. At the end of the year, you're playing teams that are in the playoffs, going to be in the playoffs, and need and want to be playing well toward the end of the year, just like you do.
Checks into the ball game and rings the bell. First time he touches it.
Yeah, I don't know why Coach keeps him on the bench.
But Smith is now 8 for 16 on his threes.
Just bring him out there and let him shoot it.
For a guy to sit all game, come in
Every time he comes in, he rings the bell.
midway through the fourth quarter, the first time he touches the ball, splash a three, tell you that he's ready to play.
Drive is lost. Wrong person tries to dribble. It's going to be a shot clock violation on Philly.
And we have got a on the floor. We're going to tell you about a local kid. Jason Springer has come into the game. He's got a great story. More on that.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer.
So we got a timeout on the court. Timeout on the floor, excuse me. Philly in command of this game.
Tried to play it cool, but inside, we knew a girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
We're done. What about East?
Looks right.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. One sheet of Bounty is all you need, and Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Always reaching higher. Pushing further.
Team stats right in front of you. Let's see. Field goal percentage.
We never stop.
Hornets have dropped all the way down to 34. They were at 41. Philly has dropped a little bit, but they're still shooting 48%. There's your three-point shooting. Both teams not shooting great from behind the three-point line, but it is not. Philly doesn't have to. They are doing it all inside the paint. Free throws. Philly now 80%. The Hornets 76%. Rebounding. Philly is strong demand there. 57 to the Hornets 31. We don't have a big that's going to dominate getting rebounds, and we don't have a team that's going to dominate getting rebounds. So Philly has 14 offensive rebounds to the Hornets 7. Turnovers. Philly still leading in that, if you want to say, leading in that category. Points in the paint, Philly 56. Joel Embiid, 38 points, may have seen his last minutes in the game. You would think that would mean the Hornets could take advantage, but at this point, no. With the lead so large, the Hornets are going to be definitely shooting outside. That's what we do anyway. Even though we don't hit them very well, we're still definitely going to be shooting the ball from the outside now. Except for that one, Kai Jones rings the bell with a slam dunk.
Nice pass there by Speed. Kai avoids some traffic.
Fall away jumper. Rebound is saved by the Hornets. Thor kicks it. Another jumper is off. Kai Jones gets his hand on it, but it stays with the Hornets.
Short pass. On that same McDonald's All-American team, Sam Perkins. Oh, yeah. Yes, I have. Living amongst us. The 1980 McDonald's All-American team. How about that? I'll tell you what. Gary Spring was actually drafted by the Philadelphia 76ers back when there was a whole bunch of rounds. Taken in the 6th round, never played a day in the NBA.
I'll say he can play. He would be in the league. But Doc is a loyal guy. He has a friend, a buddy, son-in-law. Anybody can play. He can help his team. Sign him up. Wayne Dedman getting some burn. This is just the second game for Dedman since coming over to Philadelphia. Began the year in Miami. Things went a little sideways for Dedman and was let go at the trading deadline. Dedman got on Eric Spoelstra's bad side, you can imagine, when he threw that therapy gun onto the floor.
He really was dead man walking.
Lahailuk, Jones, McGowens, Smith Jr., and Thor playing together, and Spee is fouled. Jaden Springer fouls him. It'll be 3 free throws for McGowens.
Wasn't McKylum? McKylum is letting that ball go. He's not hitting a three-point shot either, but he is shooting the crap out of it.
Never hail from Ukraine.
He also steps up to the free throw line. He was foul shooting a 3. He has 3, misses the first one. Misses the second one. I guess when you come to the Hornets, one of the requirements is not to be a good free throw shooter.
I've never seen him miss all 3. There you go. Have you ever seen anyone miss 3 straight?
No. You get foul shooting a 3, miss all 3, you probably shouldn't be shooting 3. That should be a rule.
Milton gets in the lane.
Another easy score by the 76ers.
Did some another stretches. Told you one of the cool things about Philadelphia.
Alley-oop missed by Kai Jones.
One of the best things the Sixers do is shoot free throws.
And the Sixers come back down and hit a 3.
83.6%. Dale, in your 16 years, one of the greatest shooters to ever play, you're 84.3%. So just a whisper better than what Philadelphia doing.
Hornets have yet to score 20 points since halftime. You have a chance right here. McGowan goes to the free throw line. 3 minutes and 44 seconds left in the game.
That's impressive.
They're trying to break a record.
48 times and only missed 1.
I'm sure the people at home want to know. Do you ever get nervous when Seth's at the free throw line, knowing that he's only missed 1?
No.
I think
No, let's go in. Yeah. Nope.
I think Coach just called, he called his dogs off. Yet Philly's still scoring.
About 5 or 6 games, I'm like, all right, they know what they're doing. They got this. I could be a dad sitting back.
Philly shoots, misses. Dennis Smith Jr. to the basket, misses the layup.
Hornets as a team, just looking at the numbers, no one really has great shooting numbers today. Dennis among them. Dennis is 1 for 10. Kelly Oubre 2 for 12.
Philly goes back to the line.
Hornets as a team, 33%, 27 of 81. So just one of those nights you want to flush. Intentional foul called on Dennis Smith. He's gone from bad to worse. Shake Milton at the line. Milton is 3 for 3.
Intentional foul called on Dennis Smith Jr.
So after the technical free throw, House goes to the line. What's going to be the big issue for Philadelphia?
So now Michael Jordan,
They're going to try and move on to the playoffs. What's going to need to happen for them?
if MJ sells
Basketball right now. I think, one, they're going to have
his majority ownership,
to play well.
and he's in talks with it, he's serious about
Try
it.
to play as many home games as they can.
To the new owners,
Right? It's an outside
to the
chance.
new majority owners, get rid of Steve Clifford. Do they go ahead and
Play of James
do they find another coach?
You hate to put it on one player, but he has the ball
Wow.
so much and controls the offense so much.
The play that was set up is foil, blocked at the basket. Now, I'm not saying it's all coach's fault. I'm just saying, do they get rid of him and go with another?
The amount of energy you have to
Spin move. Foul is called on Thor.
just can't explain how much that gets ramped up in the playoffs. They can train them.
Hornets now trailing by exactly 40 points. Unbelievable.
Maybe you start listening to people, it can get inside your head.
Final 2:50 when we come back.
Unbelievable. 40-point lead.
How does Mint Mobile afford to give you premium wireless for just $15 a month? It's because we sublet our ads.
This is now a Jack in the Box commercial, and this is the new Mint Mobile Shake. That's right, we even sublet their name.
Really, everything's for sale.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
And there it is right there. Philly in the first quarter, Philadelphia scores 31 to the Hornets 29. In the second quarter, the Hornets stayed with Philly until there were about 4 minutes left, and then things start to fall apart. Philly outscored them by 10, 25 to 35. But at least the Hornets scored 25 points. In the third quarter, however, the Hornets just really did not come out of the locker room. The Hornets only scored 13 points to Philly's 26. And the 13 points, really, they did not score until I think there was 7 minutes on the clock, 7 minutes left on the clock. And so far, the Hornets, with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, the Hornets have scored 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Cool mint, creamy whipped cream, and a sweet cherry on top. What's not to like? I guess that it's only here for a limited time.
Let's go! The chase for the East is off and running. And there's a new spot for best in the West. Just when you think you've seen it all, you realize you ain't seen nothing yet. Robberies you never saw coming. New moves that'll break your brain. And what's next? All we know is that it's happening tonight.
Hornets basketball is brought to you by Toyota. Visit your local Toyota.
I actually thought the Hornets were going to play just a little bit better than this tonight. I wasn't expecting to win, but I wasn't expecting a 40 or more point blowout. You know, it doesn't even matter anyway because it sounds like half the people in the Spectrum Center are cheering for the Philadelphia 76ers anyway. Like really, when Joel Embiid went out of the game, the it was a resounding cheer from the crowd. Like that's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen when you're in somebody else's arena.
Still play at an MVP level, and with Sixers having what 11, 12 games left, I think that's a big factor. Are you available to play?
Hornets lose the ball on the baseline. 75-15 is the score. Philly walks it up the court. Gets to the number 11. Looks like everybody's going to get some playing time now. Number 30. Don't know the guy's name. He gets to the free throw line. Decides not to shoot it. Passes over to 25 in the corner. He shoots it. The shot is good. And that is House with the score. Philly continuing to score with 2 minutes left on the clock. Kyla shoots again, misses again. I think he's shot the ball every time, each and every time he's gotten it. That's where it looks like nobody. It looks like he is a loner, like in the Hornets organization. Like nobody wants to pass him the ball in practice because he's going to shoot it every time. House loses the ball. You get it back to Thor. Thor puts it off the glass with his left hand. It goes in for the Hornets. 79 points. With a minute and 29 seconds on the clock, a lost cause for the Hornets, but they're still playing. Milton with it. Gets it back to Deadman. They find House. Left hand layup is good. 1:14 on the clock. Dennis Smith Jr. brings it across the timeline. We are in Buzz City, but you couldn't tell with all the cheering for Philly. Jumper or runner does not go in for McGowan's. It's going to still be Hornets ball. It's knocked out of bounds with a minute and 3 seconds on the clock. They're getting in. Oh my gosh, Michaela passes it to Dennis Smith Jr. Dennis Smith Jr. gets to the basket. He draws the foul. Hadn't looked back since. Dennis Smith Jr. at the line hits the first.
Everybody in the Sixers rejuvenated, got momentum.
Misses the second one, rebound Deadman. So right now the Hornets have scored an average of 20 points per quarter. You got to score 30 to even have a chance in the pros, I think. And number 11, straight down the middle for Philly. No defense. Michaela finds. Oh. He found Jones under the basket. Jones found a cutting McGowan who wanted to throw that one down, and he's fouled in the air. But a good cut. Deadman goes for the ball. McGowan hits a free throw. 29.6 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Number one, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you for everyone who hit that like button. Definitely thank you, You Learn with Robert, for hanging out with me and putting some language in the chat. Putting comments, dropping comments in the chat. And I'll see you next time. I may be coming on tomorrow, just depends. I'm going to try to pick a game. I think maybe Duke might be playing. I got to figure out who won. Let me do that before I leave. Duke's either going to play supposed to be playing Tennessee, or I can't remember the team that was playing. But I would like to see what Duke does in this NCAA tournament, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be playing tomorrow night, if I'm not mistaken. Ron Duffney in the house. What's going on?
Through the first 72 games of the season, there are 10 games remaining before the end of the campaign. Season will end on.
Yep, me too. Definitely. I'm definitely a Carolina fan. I'm just saying this. I just want to. I just want to see what Duke's gonna do, how far they're gonna get. In fact, I'm interested in all the ACC teams. I actually last year did a lot of research. I mean, keeping up with it, and I actually made some videos on how long the ACC stayed in it last year, but I hadn't done it this year. And who knows? I might. Yeah, I might go check it out and see. I know Virginia's gone. I think Pitt was playing earlier today, so I'm gonna check those guys out and see if they're still in it. But yeah, and so I may do a stream tomorrow. Just check for my thumbnail. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do the box scores and run through the stats really quick, the team stats really quick, and then I'm out of here. In fact, I'm going to run through this really quick also. So Philadelphia beats the Hornets 121-82. Leading scorer for the game was Joel Embiid. No surprise there. He did have 38 points. Tobias Harris had 18 for Philly. Maxey 13 and James Harden had 11. But off the bench, Milton had 12 points for the Charlotte Hornets. Leading scorer was Terry Rozier with 31 minutes. He had 14 points. P.J. Washington had 12. Kelly Oubre had 11, and Kai Jones had 10. Mark Williams still didn't play tonight. Still getting over an injury. I don't know how long it's going to be before he gets back. Gordon Hayward did not have a great shooting night tonight. Ended up shooting 6, making 6. But only shot 4. Now, when that happens to Gordon Hayward, a lot of times we don't know until like the next game. Gordon Hayward could be hurt. He can definitely be hurt. He played 22 minutes tonight. He was 2 of 4, which is not bad. That's not bad. That's 50%. But didn't only play 22 minutes. So this is what usually happens. Gordon Hayward, if that happens right there, Gordon Hayward does not come back in the game, whatever, a lot of times he's hurt. We just don't know anything about it until the next game. And if Gordon Hayward is hurt, that's it. He won't be playing anymore this year. That's just how it goes. And off the bench, well, with Kai Jones tonight, 10 points. Great hustle, but Carolina, we're still a team that needs. I can't say any plainer than this. We need to learn how to play the game. Plain and simple. We need to learn how to play the game. You got some older teams where guys, they know, look, we got this fast break basket, we're going to take advantage of it. If it's not there, we'll bring it back out. Some teams they got a fast break. It looks like a fast break. They don't know how to stop. When they get down and it's not there, they just turn the ball over. All right? Take bad shots. And since the Hornets don't have an inside game, I guess the only thing they can do is take outside shots. And when they're not hitting it, it just makes the Hornets look That much worse, if you ask me. All right, so real quickly, my important parts of the game here would be the field goal percentage. Philadelphia ended up shooting 50%, Hornets 33.7. Free throws. Free throws. The Hornets ended up shooting 73.1. They were 19 of 26, where the 76ers were 19 of 25. Neither team shooting great from the free throw line. And when you shoot like the Hornets, you got to score every point. You got to take advantage of every point. Rebounding, right there, the Hornets were dominated by the 76ers, 62 to 35. 62 to 35. All right. Then I usually go down to turnovers. Philly actually had more turnovers than the Hornets, 15 to 14. And then for professional basketball, I always look at points in the paint. And Philly dominated the Hornets in the paint. 64 points in the paint. You know what I'm saying? 64 points in the paint. So, kind of hard to win like that. All right, let me take a look at some things here. All right, so guys, I thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna be out of here shortly. But I just want to look at a few things. Let's look at the NCAA. All right. Gonzaga leading GCU, of course. Miami right now, Miami number 5 trailing Drake. 34-42. Could that be another upset in the making? Let's see what we have going on tomorrow. Duke plays Tennessee. Duke, number 5, plays number 4, Tennessee Vols, at 2:40. I don't know. I would like to see that, but I don't know. I think I'll be at a soccer game at that point. Furman plays who's that? Is that San Diego? SDSU. 13-5. What else? Is there another game I would like to stream? Maryland, Alabama. Maryland used to be in the ACC. Maryland and Alabama. I don't know about that one. That's going to be at 9:40. I don't know. I don't care about either one of those teams. Auburn. Auburn number 9 plays number 1 Houston. Princeton and Missouri. That could be interesting. See if Princeton can keep up their Cinderella story. Well, it's not really a Cinderella story yet until they win this next one. I would like to see what UCLA does. But yeah, unless it's rainy tomorrow, I probably won't be able to watch the Duke-Tennessee game. But let's see what the women are doing. Norfolk State had to end up playing South Carolina. We knew what the outcome on that was going to be. Nothing. I don't see anything I really want to watch. Heck, are the Carolina women still in it?
Welcome back to Hornets Live, the post-game show. Hornets and 76ers wrap up their season series. 76ers with the 2-1 finale over them, the 121-82 final score tonight. And man, we keep talking about opportunity for the young guys, and that was the case again tonight. George Kai Jones coming off the bench had 27 points. Definitely one of the games with the most minutes he's played, and he scored 10 points.
Let's see. Pretty sure we made it.
Double double.
Yes, he brought the energy. He attacked Embiid when he got a chance. I like to see that energy, the effort that he comes into the game with.
Driving to the paint and having Joel Embiid standing there cannot be fun. It feels good, but I feel like Kai plays with a really good sense of confidence so early in his career.
Yeah, Kai gave up probably 100 pounds in that matchup, but you know, he did what he was supposed to do. He kind of stayed behind him, challenged every shot.
I'll take a look at it later.
Quick attack.
All right.
You know, so Embiid couldn't get.
But once again, thank you guys for watching. Didn't quite get 10, but I did get close. So I will see you guys next time. Wow, 7 people in here. Should Coach be leaving?
Are you seeing something from his game? And
Down goes Purdue. Purdue lost. What's up, Mont? What's up, Preston?
He's in the proper position. A lot of times he's late on the rotations. He's dropping too far on the drops. Not for sure if that's the scouting report or the plan. And just be more active. And then on the
Penn State
playing against a big
versus Texas.
have to run him. You're supposed to be able to beat Embiid that
Purdue goes down.
on both ends running. I mean,
Doc Rivers before the game was talking about how
Hey, I checked that out there. You learn with Roberts. Finally got it. Not sure about the women's wild upset at
yeah, if I'm the Hornets fans, I watch film how Embiid plays.
yeah. Purdue goes down. Look, that is something that you look, well, I don't want to say look forward to, but you expect it. What and what has this been happening like what the last 10 years? I think it would be at least one upset, but now it's like when it gets down to this part of the season, it's like anybody could go down. You don't come out there and play your best game, anybody can go down in basketball. UNC plays at John. All right. Let me check. Let me see when that game is, cause I may just check out my girls, depending on when it's being played. He was hoping that they play Duke. Yep. Hey, if you're in here, smash. Thank you. You learn with Roberts. Thank you. Preston Pitt holding Iowa State to the second lowest score. All right, so Pitt definitely gonna move on then. Speaking of Duke boys, those Duke boys down there, Pitt doing a decent job. Houston should have lost, and they got exposed last night. Yeah, I was surprised when I looked at that here, because I thought Houston was out.
Remember our first group photo? This is it. Smiling all around, even though we were all nervous.
Who could have imagined that our first weekend together would soon turn into a lifetime of memories?
You're an amazing young man. You're both
But they'll end up playing Auburn. I thought Auburn was out, but I guess that was Arizona I was listening to. Heck, Furman plays at 12. I may do that game. I like the Cinderellas. Yeah, I want to see if they could end up and beat these guys. Obviously, they're not given a chance. 24% chance to win it. But like I told my wife that yeah, Furman did a great job winning that first one because they weren't supposed to even be in it. But then they'll get blown out the second round. That's usually what happens. If they don't, then they might go. You know, they might get to the Elite Eight. Miami having a tough one.
Kings, Rangers, Tuesday at 6:30 on Bally Sports South. Hornets Live is brought to you by Volkswagen.
Welcome back. Behind a nearly 40-point performance by Joel Embiid, the Sixers get the win over the Hornets. Let's hear what
San
head
Diego
coach Steve
State
Clifford had to say about this one. Tonight's
is
postgame
a
presser
Sweet 16 Elite 8 team.
spike lemonade.
Yeah, really, even at halftime, we've been down. It's 15, right? It was
Miami could
close.
lose. It's a possibility.
To start the third was the biggest problem area, right? We came out and,
Let's see.
they should
The
have
Drake.
offense.
Yeah, that would be.
At the rim.
I mean, Drake's number 12, but that would basically be an
Would
upset.
have been a problem, and then, they scored at the other end. So, um, I thought that was the big stretch, you know.
Miami. I know Miami felt like they didn't finish the season off not winning the ACC tournament. Who's this Brody guy? Let me find this game. Brody,
Missed quite a few, like, pretty decent
17
threes.
points.
But I thought our problem in the first half was, again, we got the ball in the paint. Those the ball's got to get kicked out.
Let's
We
see.
don't push
Pack
out.
15,
And I think at halftime we had 2 blocks, but like 12
Poplar
jump shots,
11.
15-point game.
Wong only has 5 points. So Drake done their homework. They did a good scouting report and figured out a way they slow down Wong. They're gonna make somebody else beat him.
It's a good opportunity for him, to learn, not just playing against different players, but learning how to play with like the discipline you have to at NBA level. So he's going to get minutes here, and hopefully he can make the most of them.
The 76ers taking on the Pacers tomorrow, and then we get the Indiana Pacers back here, Jordan, on Monday. It's going to be Miles Turner, so another tough setter coming up on Monday.
PGA golf. Man, if I could figure out if I could figure out a way to do a stream on the Masters.
We'll see you guys on Monday, 7 o'clock tip-off. So Hornets Live is
Only thing about it is I wouldn't have any kind of graphics. I hate to just to come on and not have a graphic people can look at.
Simply Spiked Lemonade. Real fruit that left the farm. Has seen too much to ever go back. Simply Spiked Lemonade. Tastes like a baby lemonade. Spiked. It's getting juicy.
In Alaska, the wild fish are plentiful, but the potatoes are lacking. So, RB stepped in to pick up that slack with 5
My
crispy.
I don't even do the brackets anymore. I thought about it this year, but I was like, man, I'm notorious for being terrible on the brackets, and especially now in the last 10 years, especially the last 5 years, where you gotta look at some of these teams that are ranked low, and then try to figure out which one is going to beat a high ranking team because you know it's going to happen. Back in the day, you could count on like if a number from number 1 to 5, they played anybody like uh, from a 14, 15 all the way up to like a 10. They you count on the high seed team. Those trap teams, the 7, 8s, the 5, and the 4s,
Has seen too much to ever
those
go back.
games have always been a toss up.
Simply Spiked Lemonade. Tastes
To effect, making them uncomfortable, particularly as the game stayed within a short window. If Purdue gets up 8 or 10, maybe that changes, but it was never more than a two-possession game. Much like we saw last year with St. Peter's, and we saw with UMBC when they knocked off Virginia almost 5 years ago to the day of this happening for the second time in the history of the tournament from the standpoint of a 1 seed being knocked off last
For
season.
whatever the reason, this is a defining moment. It tells you what March Madness is all
Yes,
about.
indeed.
What we're talking about is for the second time in history this has happened. Let's go back to 2018. UMBC beat Virginia. UMBC, the 16th seed, Virginia number 1, 74-54, decisive.
And it looked a lot like in terms of the inability to contain the ball handlers.
This mid-major, these mid-majors have experienced players that got that extra year from COVID. True.
I don't count that one as a 16.
Getting that maturity.
I really don't. No disrespect.
My Midwest region
They
is
won a championship
is
that year,
perfect.
you know why? But they had the best player in the country who plays for the Hawks now, DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, I don't even do it anymore. I was thinking about trying to make a video on setting up the your brackets, but I'm so terrible at it.
They go from losing to a 16 seed to winning the whole thing.
Well, you gotta count it, but you just have to.
Montana State versus
You gotta count it.
Kansas State.
The number one seed, because they were pretty much number one a couple times this year.
Yep.
This was a huge upset.
And
So there's no denying any of that.
it's one that's going to rattle around the brackets for a while, too, because
The ones that are still standing, most of them are wrapped and broken up.
Well, I don't agree with that, Greg, to be honest with you, because I had Purdue losing the next round.
Well, you
Because I thought they were the weaker of the top.
Well, they were seeded that way,
Yeah.
Charles.
Yeah, I don't understand that, but I'm saying I didn't have them going.
Hey, those
deep. I
videos
had them
might
losing the
pop.
next round to Memphis.
take a moment. We'll be
Yeah.
back with more when Capital One Tournament Central.
That's the thing I gotta remember there, Robert. I gotta when I think of something, I just gotta put it out there. If it works, great. If it doesn't, at least I attempted. I put something out there.
This is Antonelli's Cheese Shop, and we're the Antonellis. Do good, eat good.
That's our mission.
We chose our Spark.
Yeah, my next. I need to start working on this now. My next is to try to figure out something for the
So our purchasing power adapts to our business needs. We use our
for next for golf. If I can figure something out for golf,
our people.
I just want to see how many people would come in.
We like it that way.
Cause I've never seen anybody do a stream, a golf stream.
Ooh,
But who knows?
Trade that in. Nah, I'm good.
Could be great with the AT&T Galaxy Phone trade-in. Do the Kentucky thing.
I mean, one and done.
That's right.
Or I can stay with this phone and say,
All right, Miami takes the
when
lead.
the time is right, I declare I'm ready for the next level.
Video how to do
1 year, 4
better
year, any
brackets.
year, any condition.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and that's the first thing I need to learn how to do, Robert, is to do a better bracket. I think I probably, when they started even putting those things out and people started like doing those a long time ago, even when I was in high school, I did a couple of them, and then I just did so terrible, and I would get frustrated, so I stopped it. I hadn't done a bracket in years, literally years. My women's bracket is good right now, and I watch zero women basketball. I'm a
It's all here, as we discussed.
oh, laughing. March is fun. It is.
Should we get some lunch? Sounds good. Famished.
If you're an undercover agent, you need to be undercover. And if you want to save by bundling home and car insurance,
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go look and see exactly what's going on with it, and go ahead and start keeping up with it. Like I said, last year I did some videos on how long the ACC remained and was relevant in the NCAA. So I might make one. It just depends on how many. I think Pitt's probably gonna be in there. Duke's still in there right now. Hey, I don't know how many more are still in there. 20 video, have a bracket. And then throw it away in the trash. Yeah, you ain't lying. Hey, that would be a good one there, Robert. That would definitely be a good one. Gosh, who you know, that sounds like a video that oh my gosh, what's my man's name? I can never remember his name. I can remember anybody's name, but he does commentary on most of it is the Green Bay Packers, and he's like probably the most well known commentator streamer. Uh, is it Rossi? That sounds like something he would do. Yeah, that would be a great short. That'd be a great short. West Virginia losing first round in both women and men makes my Pitt fans heart happy. Pitt plays Xavier on Saturday, and Obama has Pitt winning, so I'm confident. Yeah, he picked Princeton too, didn't he?
Always preaches about.
Let's see.
And I just said earlier, man, you get a bad matchup. Oh yeah, like if Purdue played a team that
I think it's Grossi.
And big men play, you know what it's like? It's kind of like the NBA today. The big man don't matter anymore. It's become a
yeah. His name is Tom Grossi.
Like a lot of big guys.
If you don't know him, go look him up on YouTube. Tom Grossi. He's got 459 subscribers, and this is what he does a lot of. But he's like a major Green Bay Packer guy. But he makes a few other videos. But he started doing the type of thing I'm doing right here. But that seems like a video that he would make.
And he can't guard. That speed was exacerbated. Yeah. When he's trying to guard, and then his guy was set.
Like, let's see, he has some shorts.
They took a lead on that big three. So it was a bad matchup. And then the other thing too,
the Jets signed wide receiver Alan Lazar.
Play zone at all. That's not in the toolkit, and that.
Look, how the NFL schedules.
Some of that speed or slowed it down.
What is that?
That's why I said, man, you got to have a plan B.
Oh, how the NFL schedules Thursday night football shorts.
I'm not saying play zone. Kenny, let me ask you, it's a lightning fast team like FDU now. Let's project into the
and on this one he got 1.1 million views. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT on this.
Will be much more suited to matching up comfortably. Either one of those two teams. I just say this.
Do that one, then update it every year when the tournament starts.
So the difference.
Hey, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, Robert. Hey, if you see me do it now, I'm gonna have to give you props on it.
That were formidably bigger guys. Even though they
Turn to the Miami game in the background.
That might be the difference. But if you want to win a national championship against Purdue, you don't. There's no such thing about we got to play against a smaller. We can't. We got the right team, and you're supposed to beat them.
FDU, small team, big heart. More to come.
Yes.
Capital One Tournament Central continues.
Let's see. See if I can find the Miami game. Come on, come on. Duke, Tennessee tomorrow. Come on, let's go Miami. What are y'all doing? Let's go ACC. On TBS.
This is not a Miami team that is unaware, a team that shrinks under the
the Bright Lights. They've been in so many huge games, but can they dig deep right here? And as I just mentioned before the break, that is their last timeout, Debbie, with still 6:04 left.
Yeah, Preston, Tom Grassi. His streams are fun. Yeah. All right, so we got Drake, number 12, Miami. Number 5.
This is a downhill driving Miami team.
6 minutes and 4 seconds left.
Their defense has been excellent.
If Miami doesn't win, only Duke and Pitt remain in the ACC.
The Drake team has steamrolled their way through the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament. Won all 3 of their games by double digits, including the championship game against Bradley, in which they leveled the Braves by 26 points to get their first auto bid into the
Miami gets it in the paint. Loses it. Drake comes out there with it. Gosh, move the ball around, bro. Drake will be satisfied to take their time. That's a travel. Point guard number 1 goes over to the right side, pulls up. Shot is good. Drake extends their lead, 55-47. Long with the ball. Picks up his dribble. Oh, number 15 never looked at the basket. Number 11 takes a 3. It's off. Drake with the rebound. And Drake not in any hurry.
8-point game with under 5 minutes left.
4 minutes, 47 seconds left.
7 to shoot. This is
Penn shoots it. Bank shot. Off the mark. Miami comes down. Going to have to score sort of quickly. Pack shoots it. Pack scores. Miami needed it. 49-55 is the score. Drake is going to take their time. They bring it across the timeline. Point guard still on the logo. Screen set to the left. He takes it. Picks up his dribble. Back to the point guard. Number 12 thought about the 3. Being guarded by Pack. Good defense. Double team comes. And the steal by Miami. Poplar is fouled. Can't complete the layup, but will go to the free throw line, and it's going to be a timeout.
Miami is down 6, but Drake trying to make their own history in Albany. They're up 6. Late stages, second half on TBS.
The Drake boys are feeling it.
Cap, can I get a response from the trade room?
Trade? Trades means moving, man. We talking about moving? Moving means contractors, inspectors, strangers judging my carpet. What we talking about? Staging? We talking about a faux ficus. A faux ficus. Nobody's gonna be a faux ficus into my house.
You could use open door. Sell your house directly to them.
Easy. I guess we're moving. Cap, what you gonna ask me about next, man? Practice?
To you, it may just be an elevator. Here goes nothing. But for a young homeowner becoming their parents, it's a learning opportunity.
All right, who's doing all this scoring for Drake? Brody. Brody, he has 20 points. Hey Siri, give me the roster for the Drake men's basketball team.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle one auto with us.
Okay, that was terrible. Okay, let's hang back. We're gonna try that again.
In Alaska, the
One pin.
but the potatoes are lacking. So,
Diverse.
stepped in to pick up that slack. $5 crispy fish and fries.
Number 12.
Arby's, we have the meat.
As a mom, I want to have peace of mind while she's at college. I like to know where she is and that she's staying. We got a flat tire.
Defreeze.
Pull over, super dark.
Wilkins.
I have been in many situations on the road where Verizon was the only reason I got from point A to point B.
Wilkins, Struts. I meant
And #1 in
not
JD Power
Struts.
Awards for network quality 30 times in a row. Does your phone run on Verizon?
Sturts. And Penn is #1, so.
Can I get it? Just get it.
Sturts is #3. Wilkins is #0.
We got a family.
And they got Ferguson.
You got an ego? We go to work.
Ferguson is #24. Enright. Enright #4. Yeah.
Here's our X-finest moment.
Calhoun.
The Drake Bulldogs.
Calhoun is 14.
Contributors up and down the score sheet. Calhoun start to ignite.
Hey Siri, can you give me the roster for Miami basketball? Because I don't know these guys' name.
11 points.
Hey Siri, can you give me the roster for the Miami Hurricanes basketball team?
Poplar, sophomore from Philadelphia.
That's Popular.
His nickname Wooga. Birth name Nicene. Said his aunt gave him the nickname.
And Miami, full court press.
But it is stuck all these years. And what a night he's had with their star Isaiah Wan struggling offensively. They've needed someone else to step into the void, and Wong has watched as Poplar has been terrific. But we get a dead ball foul here as Penn is bumped.
So is that shots?
Actually, they give it to Poplar.
Long, Miller.
It's just the 6th team ball. Next one will be 1-1.
Next one.
But that's #4, Debbie, on Poplar. They could certainly afford to lose him. And down here to Penn.
Oh, he loses that out. It's going to be a turnover. Penn with the ball. Miami slows it down. They've got plenty of time. 55 drive. Free throw. Shot is good. Popular. Just cut him off. Oh, you called a foul, ref?
In the backcourt, officials say reach in, says official Doug Shows. And a 1-1 here with a 25-year-old graduate senior Roman Penn, an 82% free throw shooter, to the line.
Whatever Jim Larinaga did in that last time out, he woke his guys up a little bit, right? I think the full court pressure can obviously turn the other team over, which they did, but also can still
Penn at the line.
offensive end a little bit. Change the rhythm.
It's a big free throw.
There's Penn's father, Keith.
NCAA needs to change the rules. If Miami doesn't win, great win. Wouldn't be surprising. And misses. 1 of 2, 3-point game. 3 minutes and 19 seconds on the clock. Miami has plenty of time where they just settle for a 3. And they do. They shoot a 3. It's no good. They don't really have a dominant big man, but get to the basket.
So much experience between both of these two teams. Miami, the Elite Eight run last year, and the senior leading.
Like NC Aggie says, Drake has plenty of experience. You can tell. Look how they're just taking their time. DeVries misses it. Well, Miami tried to go downhill and get to the basket. Number 11. There you go. Go strong.
It's on Calhoun. And Jordan Miller is going to shoot two with a chance to cut it to a point.
Miller. Hey, go to the basket. All those fails.
Good job showing the ball, drawing contact.
Debbie, how surprised are you that Juan was on the bench? Here he comes. He's going to check in.
Juan coming back in the game.
Give him a couple of minutes to
He's gonna have to. He's gonna have a good. He's gonna have a important shot. Important score in the game. Something. He's gonna get a steal or something. 2-point game right now with 2 minutes and 28 seconds on the clock. Miami fans concerned.
Yesterday in a conversation called him the most underrated player in the country.
Yeah, he did us in, I'll tell you that.
Senior out of Middleburg, Virginia. 1-point game.
Penn with the ball. He loses it. You don't need to shoot that three. Get a good shot. Joseph drives, and he's fouled on the play. Now, my team, Love would have got that ball there. He'd have jacked it up. That's just smart basketball, if you ask me. That's smart basketball. Yeah, you got to pass it, bro. You got 3 guys around you. Somebody's open. Pack came up with the steal. That was number 24. So Joseph on the free throw line.
78% free throw shooter.
Number 4. 78. You got to shoot. You got to make these. Oh, it rims out on him. Right here is why you shoot the free throws all day. It's why you practice. This is why you don't play around when coach says go shoot free throws. And he slides in the second one.
Joseph, the sophomore out of Arlington, Mass. With some big
Hey, just turn them out. 10 seconds is a turnover too. All right, Virus gets it back to Penn. Don't reach, son. Let's play good defense. 2 minutes on the clock. 2 minutes on the clock. Wilkins gets it back to Penn.
Which of these two teams will advance?
Back to Penn. He shoots a long three. It's going to be short. Pat comes out there with it. Can they just be... Oh, nice pass. Oh, and it's blocked. Good defense. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. The big man, number 51, don't even have his name on the list right here. Still 1 minute, 29 seconds on the clock. It's tied up. Drake taking their time. Penn with the ball. Gets it over to Virus. Big man doing a lot of dribbling. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. So it's 51. 51 is Brody, okay. Am I right? No, that's Calhoun. The heck is Brody?
Yesterday, does Tucker need a screen late? He said no, he likes the space.
This thing has been even and tight.
Pack brings the ball. If he goes off the left side, he pulls up for the jumper. It's good. Miami takes the lead with 58 seconds left. Will Drake come down and take their time? They will come and take a timeout.
Seconds left. Drake will have it. Down 2. It's an 11-1 spurt for the
Gotta watch UFC 286 before those. So much tomorrow. Drake needs another point guard on the floor to beat the trap. Hey, it does look like they're trying to beat it with one guy, doesn't it?
This is a Miami team that began the year red hot, won 13 of their first 14 to begin the season. They climbed as high as 12th in the AP poll in the early part of January, their highest ranking in 5 years. Trying to build off that magical run to the Elite Eight last year. What a program Jim Larinaga has built down in South Florida. as he has taken this program to new heights. And now the focus on that Drake offense. And what can Darren DeVries draw up here to get them a good look?
Looks like Brody is out of the game. I like that. They have been able to clear out and go two-side with everyone on the weak side pulling help away at the rim and go isolation. They have been very good on that pass-through screening action as well with DeVries.
Everyone talks about the psychology of the shooter. Tucker DeVries, Player of the Year in the Missouri Valley Conference, one of the great seasons that they have had in their program history. But tonight, 1 of 11 from the field, 1 of 9 from deep.
I think that's part of the reason why he passed late, as you mentioned. But he's a winner. He's been a winner all year. He's made big shots.
All right, last 51.8 seconds. Well, maybe the last 58.1 seconds. Who knows? This could be an overtime game. Right now, Miami in the lead by 2, 58-56. Drake gets the ball in. This is Penn. It might have been bumped there. It wasn't called. Wilkins, fall-away jumper is going to be short. Rebound, Miami. Miller gets it. And number 4 is fouled. It's going to be a tripping foul. That was Joseph who was fouled. Are they in the bonus? Wilkins' jumper was just a little short.
Miller with a great rebound, and there's the foul by Wilkins. Not a great free throw shooter at the line. You got to be ready to rebound.
Yep, he's what they say, 72% free throw shooter. Joseph at the line can put a little distance. He hits the first one with no problem. Big shot.
Still a one-possession game with
3-point lead. This could go. This could go far for Miami right here. Oh, it rims out, so it's still a 3-point game. One possession. Penn brings it down. Drama, drama, drama. 56 gets it to Calhoun. Jumper off the mark. Rebound. And Pack is fouled. 19.7 left on the clock. Messed around and found a good one.
This is a great look. Gets his feet down. Big rebound by Pack. DeVries. 1 for 10.
There it is.
What a tough shooting night for the Valley.
Now the Drake players on the bench are concerned. Right. Hey, this is why you shoot free throws in practice. He makes it. Makes the first one. It is a 4-point game with 19.7 seconds on the clock.
David and Robin.
This would be a very big one right here. Dang, North Carolina State. How'd y'all lose? Great. Now Drake's going to have to come down and score quickly. Misses the free throw. Misses the layup. And with the 11.6 seconds on the clock, Miami may have survived.
Debbie, they had the weight of the moment right on their shoulders. Drake was rolling in the second half.
Being devastating. Right. The full court pressure turned the game around.
It really did. The full court pressure did turn it around. And with the small point guard, Penn, that Drake had, and as Preston said, it looks like they needed another ball handler out there. At times it looked like Penn was trying to break the whole press by himself.
Everyone talks about the Hurricanes offense.
And ladies and gentlemen, this is probably academic right here. The Breeze pulls up, misses it, and Drake concedes the win. Miami comes back. So there are two. Whoa. Three. There are three ACC teams still in it. So you got Miami, who survives Drake. Then you have Pitt and Duke at this point. So Indiana and Kent State. All right, Indiana 4, Kent State 13. You gotta believe that Indiana will win that one. No upsets after that.
And it's their full court pressure. Turning Drake over late.
Doesn't matter how you got.
And Isaiah Wong did not have a great game, but he had to rely on his boys. All right, the Brody kid, 20 points for Drake. Penn had 11. Off the bench, Calhoun, the big guy, had 12. But for Miami, even though Wong only had 5 points, boy, his teammates stepped up for him, especially Pack. Pack had 21 points, Poplar 15. And O'Meara had 12. So Miami moves on. All right. Okay, well, this time I am out. I am gone. Hey, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm Coach Garrett. We're getting ready to get out of here, man. Hopefully see you guys tomorrow sometime. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. You too, Preston. And NC Aggie 02. And you learn with Robert. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.